What's up, followers? We're back with another ritual. Welcome back to Methodical Mandates, where flawed behavior is corrected through deliberate discipline. By the end of this ritual, you will know the chosen path and the cost of deviation from it should you refuse to follow. We have a great video for you today. Today, we are going to show you how to not be poor and stupid. We're here to make things better. We're here to make your life easier. So here's how we're going to do it. As you can see, currently, I am not very poor. I am stupid, but I am not poor. I've got 300,000 just sitting in here. We're going to get ourselves as poor as possible. So we're going to go and spend all of the money that we have on some extremely expensive stuff, whatever we can get. So we'll buy all the weapons out. And then once we're done buying all this stuff, we're going to show you how to not use any of it to make tons of money back. I think pretty soon they're going to tell me that I don't have room in my stash. So let's see what else we can buy that's expensive. This is expensive. We're down to 58 grand. So let's recycle some of these deadlines. We'll recycle some wolf packs because we don't need them. We're not going to use them. They're just going to sit here. Oh, we're so close. We're at 11,000. I want to get all the way there to prove to you that we can go from 0 to having a lot of money. But I'm also going to show you guys today how to get loot without having to do pretty much any PvP at all, and without having to take a kit with you. We'll buy some ammo just in case we need it later. There we go. So we've got 677 coins. We just spent 300 grand to get back to rags. And now it's time to go get to riches. A matriarch spawn on this. Okay, that's perfect actually. There's two maps that I like to do this on. Spaceport's great because you just go to the loot tower, or goop tower as they call it, and find as much good loot as you can and get out. The other option is Buried City, and there's that secret room. I find that I have better success with the loot tower on Spaceport, so I pretty much live on this map. You can do this with any map. The only one that I would avoid for the most part is Stella Montis, because Stella Montis is going to lead to more deaths than survival. So you don't want to spend too much time there unless you're pretty confident with PvP. This is more of a guide for people that aren't very confident with PvP, because if you're confident in PvP, you probably don't have any problem staying pretty rich and having plenty of money. Oh, we just got a crazy spawn too, if this is where I think it is. Good spawns will help this go much faster. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're right next to the goop tower. We're gonna get there first and hopefully not run into too many players. Oh, this guy's going up right in front of us. We're gonna try to be friendly with him. We'll see if this first game goes real terribly. Looks like he's chill. Doesn't feel like shooting us right now unless he's gonna come and kill us when we try and get this loot up here. Very possible. I'm letting him have the loot down there because our goal is to be the first to the weapon cases, and there isn't one. Oh, there is one right there. So this is your first spot to jump to. All we got was a patina. Not the greatest, not the worst, but now we have a second weapon to survive against players with. So that's huge. Starting a free loadout run and having two weapons almost right off the bat is pretty big. We're gonna see if we can beat whoever else in here to this area, or yep, another weapon case. So we prioritize these because if we prioritize these, we can get some actual real guns right off the bat. This guy seems like he's chill right now. What's up, dude? We're gonna get our ammo. He's luckily not shooting us. And we're just picking up everything we find as we go, because the more you pick up, the better chance you have of coming back with some value. And you can always replace things later on. These batteries and the wires aren't worth a whole lot of money, but they're loot and they help us get out with something decent. Cat bed's worth a very small amount. Sugar grenade's always nice. Gun parts are pretty huge. This guy pretty much looted all of our other ones here, but we have a full inventory, so not the worst thing to just get out right now. I'm gonna risk it though and go check the other side. You can always check these things. Those sometimes have some decent loot in them. This guy seems like he's chill, he's flashing, so I'm gonna wait for these guys to do their move before I jump and get one of us killed. What up? Oh, nobody checked the free heals right here, which is always a nice one to grab. The guy pulled out his gun, which had me a little stressed. I'm gonna let him take that grenade case because fighting over loot isn't worth it if you're trying to come back alive. Somebody didn't breach this, so we'll check it. Every once in a while, there's something good in one of these breaches, so processors are always nice.
Hey, there's a snake up here. I just killed him. He just fucking tried to throw a grenade while I was opening that breach.
Okay. As long as you're the good one.
Right here, bro. I was opening this breach right here, and he threw a grenade at me.
And he's poor and stupid. He's got a free loadout. Poor and stupid idiot.
That's what I brought too, because I've been getting snaked the last 2 days.
I'm literally making a YouTube video right now on how not to be poor and stupid, so he's a good example. So now we're actually looking pretty good on loot. Every once in a while, you'll find a dead body here from somebody falling. They did not do that this time. So we're just gonna take what we got and head the heck out. We got lucky on this run too. Everybody was pretty vibey. The one guy that was being a rat up there trying to kill people got killed already. It was a perfect first run. And we're gonna see what we come back with from our 0 money to having a bunch of money. It wasn't the most lucrative run, but as long as we get out alive, it is a net positive. And that's the biggest thing too, when you're coming out with a free loadout, you will be coming out with money because you're not going in with a bunch of stuff that you could potentially lose and then dying and losing all your loot. So this one worked out well for us, as long as we don't get shot here in a second. Another point I should make too is solos is probably the best place to start off if you're broke and need to make some money, because solos are generally more chill than squads. And here we are. So we made it back. I'm not going to unload my backpack, just so we can see how much money we actually came back with. I'm going to sell every single item that we got, including, just for fun, our free loadout stuff. So we're at 677. We're going to sell it all. There's nothing that I picked up that I need to keep for any reason, and getting too attached to stuff that you just keep forever and leave in your loot inventory is not really worth it. If it's just sitting there burning a hole in your inventory, sell it and use it to get the things you actually use on raids. So just on that run, we made 25,000, and that took us what, like 10 minutes, maybe less? So we're gonna do the same thing we just did again and see what we can come back with on the second one. Now, obviously, there's going to be times where you die, but you're going in with a free loadout. So, like, what do you have to lose? You can play risky. You can get into PvP, and if you do, you may get lucky and actually come back with a lot of really good loot. You can find really cheap guns that you can upgrade. You can basically just pick up everything as you go, and then you can replace cheap junk items with better items. You can prioritize weapons and utilities for the most part, because you're going to need them more than trinkets or junk or resources in order to go back and do real runs where you're making even more money because you have a loot augment and, you know, better heals and weapons so you can stay longer and stuff like that. A big point that I want to make for you guys is don't be greedy. Greed is going to kill your profit. Get what you can and get out. We got another pretty decent spawn in, but let's get ourselves over to the tower. We're definitely not the only people that do this run up straight to the tower every time, but it's been pretty lucrative for me most of the time. And because there's so many people when you're in solos, most of the solos will defend you against people that are not chill. So we got a kettle again, which is not my favorite weapon for any kind of PvP, but we'll be all right. Our goal is just to get up here before anybody opens those weapon cases. Is there a weapon case here? No. No. Clankers. Oh, another clanker. We don't want to take damage if we can help it, so I'm gonna wait a second and kill this. Okay, literally looked up and got poppered. I might actually die to this thing. I just wasted my shield.
So friendly.
Friendly. Probably scared him when I started shooting. Where's our case? There it is. We made it. We got here before anybody else. Love to see it. Ooh, and we get a bobcat out of it. Okay, that's wild. Oh, we got the other gun case. Let's go. Another bobcat. Okay, that's a wild run. At this point, like, honestly, nothing else is worth keeping, so we just make our way out and hopefully get out safely. We're gonna move both bobcats in as just way better weapons than we'd get elsewhere. I always go back out this way so I don't get camped by somebody. The double bobcat run is more than good enough to just leave with, for sure. And that would be some YouTuber streamer luck there, for sure. Peanut would cry right now if he knew I just got this out of weapon cases without having to kill anybody. Now, let's see if I shove my foot in my mouth and end up dying to some nerd. It's entirely possible. We're gonna do our best to get out of here alive though, because the double bobcat run is just crazy. I can't believe we found a bobcat in both of those weapon cases. That's already gonna be a great short as it is. We're gonna put that up and show everybody how lucky we are. While recording a video, I found 2 bobcats. Let's go. So there we go. We did get out early there, but I think anyone would agree with me that when you find double bobcats, you just leave. Like, just don't stick around. There's no reason to stay and be greedy at that point, and that shows you exactly why right there, because we came back with 2 bobcats. So I'm gonna keep the bobcats, obviously, because they're worth some money. We're gonna sell everything else just to see what we get out of it. You wouldn't necessarily want to sell these. You could trade them for other augments, but just in the point of selling stuff to show you how much money we're making, we're just gonna sell them for now. None of this is worth keeping except the bobcats. Some of you might be upset with me for selling some of these grenades because they're good utility, but we're gonna do it anyway. And then, so now we're at 35K. So we got 10K just in the random junk we had. Plus, these would sell for 6,759 a piece, which would put us at, if I'm doing my math correctly, that's like 47K that we're already at after 2 runs. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We've got a ton more content on the channel you can check out as well. But we are going to try and do some more of these kind of like how-to videos, and I think a lot of them will be for ARC Raiders. If you liked the video, throw a like on it. If you really liked it, share it with your friends. Helps me reach a bigger audience. Comment down below too and tell me what you like about this format or what you don't like. What else you want to see on a how-to video. Other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome day. We will catch you on the next one. Later.
The cult of Zaek is fictional and satirical. We do not endorse violence, sacrifice, crime, rituals, or harm of any kind. Do not act in our name. If you do something unhinged, illegal, or evil, that's on you. We're just a gaming channel with a bit. Play games, touch grass, enjoy responsibly.